Welcome, everybody. This is DFG, the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. I'm coming to you live from the 571 where I'm having fun and I'm getting things done. It's All Hallows Eve coming up. This Friday will mark the umpteenth invention of Halloween, which is comes from All Hallows Eve, which is All Saints Day, is November 1st. Long tradition. I'm not going to go over that, but today's show, we're going to be talking about Halloween in general over the years and how it was when you were growing up and how it's changed to this. And if you have any Halloween stories, hey, I would like you to share them. If you're out there on TikTok land, in YouTube land, in IG land, um, in Rumble land, or any other lands that you're in, I would like that you want to come on. Just hit my link tree and you can come join the show. All I ask is that you be respectful and don't spam. That's not nice. It's not good. Before I continue to go, I'm going to talk to my favorite girl. She used to be Chocolate Pearl, but now she's on here as Dab's wife. Let's go, Dab's wife. Don't cut me with your
Hey,
knife.
hey, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. It's Chocolate Pearl, aka DJ Dab's wife.
All right, all right, all right.
Look, I'm practicing. That's why I put that up there. I'm practicing. I'm practicing. But hey, y'all. Calling you from Dubai.
That's what's
And yes.
up.
And
That
what are y'all dressing up for Halloween this year? I would like to know.
all right, all right, all right. Now, next on the mic is my girl Apple. Come on, girl, be sweet as Snapple.
Good evening, everybody. It's your girl Apple. Let's have a good show as usual. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad everyone joined.
That's what's up. And we have the rest of the family. We got DJ Daz, we got Big Al, we got Miss Kim, we got Miss Sum Sum, we got Miss Nikki over on YouTube Live, and the rest of the family. I ask that you come on and give your boy a holla. Don't forget to share, like. Usually Bean is on, but she's probably closing today, so she may be on, she may not be on. But we always carry Bean in our thoughts and prayers. Right now, what I'm gonna show you is Halloween costumes over the years, and so you can see where we gone and where we are now. That was an interesting video of Halloween costumes over the years. We had, as you can see, they've been going. That goes back to even the late 1800s. So over almost 150 years of 125 years of costumes, and you see how they've changed over the years. In the beginning, they were real scary. Now they're sort of creative. Um, I know I'm gonna start off with Miss Sum Sum. Um, how how was Halloween when you were coming up?
For the most part, Halloween was, yeah, I guess you could say we were around a lot of military housing and stuff like that. So we were pretty much safe. We didn't have to worry about being snatched up or anything like that. We went in a group. We just, it's just much safer.
I mean, so was this in the '70s? Was it in the '70s or the '80s?
For the most part, in the 80s. I was born in 77. So, um, a lot of my trick or treating time was around in the 80s, and for the most part, it was pretty safe. Back then, I remember, I'm telling my age and stuff, but I remember when costumes were like pretty simple. You just put on the all in one over top of your clothes, and then you had this plastic mask that didn't even look like who you were trying to be, but that's who it was, and you were happy with that, and you just kept right on going.
Okay, and what kind of candies did y'all usually get on base?
Just the basic, nothing. I don't remember anybody giving us the full size candy bars. We got the, Skittles and all that other good stuff.
Okay, okay. Big Al, you went through in the '60s and probably early '70s. How was Halloween down in Louisiana?
It was good. A lot like Miss Sun Sun said. We would take pillowcases as our collecting tools for getting candy. We had the same plastic mask that didn't fit, and we went through the neighborhoods. Uh, Candies were safe then, and we didn't have all the issues that we have today. Now, with my grandchildren, we do trunk or treats where we take them to the church, and people would line up in the church parking lot and have their cars decorated and give out candies there, and also in the local malls where they'll have trick or treating where the kids will come into the mall. But much different than me in the mid '60s to early '70s.
And did y'all have like houses y'all shouldn't have gone by?
Oh yeah, but we kind of figured those out in advance. We knew the houses that were
Places
going to
that were
get.
like your parents say don't go.
Oh yeah, yeah. And just from being in the neighborhoods, we knew what houses we should and should not go. But for the most part, there were only just a couple of houses in the neighborhood where we didn't go. People were very liberal and free with giving out candies back then.
Okay, and so now you got to do trunk or treats. Do kids still come in your neighborhood looking for candy?
Yeah, but we're not here. We used to have little decorations out, but now we just go down to the church or to the mall and just turn the lights off and donate candy down at the church in the parking lot. But there are
That's
kids who still go through the neighborhood and a lot older than when we went through.
but that's about it today these days. Um, things we took for granted now is kind of you know, it's kind of how things are. You know, we've gotten a lot more helicoptery with our kids, so things have changed a lot. Dabs, how were things in the Pacific Northwest? How did y'all do things when you were coming up in the mid 70s?
Well, the ones I could actually remember most was in California. I was, well, actually both places. So we traveled back and forth a few years from between California and Washington. And Oceanside, I was on a military basis, so it was um, we used to go out like like the guy said, we had the pillowcases. I mean, we packed it up. All mostly we had full size candy bars. It wasn't none of these little things they get now. We had all pretty much good stuff, full size candy bars. Same with the costumes. A lot of times we would make up our own. Oh, I guess because we had too many kids to be buying costumes, so we had to make our own up. We couldn't afford to buy that. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then
And that was the thing, with we had a family call on Sunday, and we were talking, and Beanie brought that up, and we started talking because I was like, "Was this big?" And then I thought about it, and y'all remember those plastic, like Miss Sumsum said, those plastic masks that was supposed to be like cartoon characters,
nice.
or and they had the little thing you cover it, and it like suffocates you because you'd be so hot underneath that thing. You couldn't see,
Right.
you couldn't breathe. It cut the corner of your mouth. The rubber band pop you in the back of the ear. Stuff like that. And in our neighborhood, we lived in the projects growing up, and it was a lot different because you had parents outside the doors, but they wasn't going with us. Because I remember, like from age 7 to age 11, just me and a bunch of kids our age going trick or treat, going up and down the stairs. The biggest thing that we had to worry about was people who gave out fruit because they put razor blades in apples. Now, some people say that was a urban legend, but I can tell you that was not an urban legend.
No, it was not.
And and then some people put like poison, like rat poison or cyanide in the candies, and you wasn't supposed to get loose candy. Your parents told you not to get loose candy, and then you had to go. And I don't know if Chocolate Pearl or Apple remember the candy tax, where our parents we dump our bags out, and the parents would sift through, and they take
Yeah.
That wasn't a candy tax. That was a tax for me having to put pants on and walk with y'all around the neighborhood. You're gonna give me something. I'm so sorry, and it's all chocolate. I don't care about the nothing else but the chocolate.
yeah,
Right.
and we would have
Mine was
to
the bubble
we would
gum.
have to share, and
Yep. Stuff in a big pile.
us being kids, we wasn't trying to share. We wasn't trying to share nothing. Also, I know Miss Nikki brought up one time that she and her brother had underoos. Now, how many people give me a thumbs up if you had a pair of underoos? Y'all remember what underoos were?
Underwear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but what was special about the underoos?
Had the
The
character.
cartoons.
You had
The
a
cartoons
bunch. They
on
were
it.
like cartoon characters and stuff like
Right.
that.
Deputy Dog.
Yeah, Underdog, Superman, Batman,
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Woman, and some kids wore that as costumes with the mask.
Yeah.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
our parents would have tanned our hides if we did that, but people wore that. People wore that. Miss Kim, how was your Halloween growing up?
Um, Pretty much like everybody was saying, the plastic mask. I know I always idolized Wonder Woman, so I did have the Wonder Woman mask. So I took it to another level. I had to have the braces, how she used to block the
Yeah.
bullets and take like aluminum foil wrap around my wrist and have a rope but we mainly went trick or treating like with to family houses and friends.
Yeah, because using the country.
Yeah, I was in the deep south, so
But
and plus
it's
I was raised by myself, so I really didn't have siblings to go out with. So a few, of my cousins.
and we were spread out enough that we went up with our little friend groups that were our ages. But a lot of a lot of times, we would go to neighborhoods, and as we got older, my father's mother used to have she used to be the community leader of her building, so she had the keys to the community center room. So she would have the Thanksgiving, she would have Halloween there, and we go up there and dress. By that time we were a little older. Chocolate Pearl and I were teens, and we would go up there, and all our friends, about 20 of us on the train, and white folks would move when they saw us. Because we were looking like, if anybody remember the movie The Warriors, that's how kind of how we look like.
Warriors come out to play.
Yeah, so we would go up to my grandmother's house, and it was pretty fun. But in my opinion, Halloween ain't really for kids anymore.
I said that to you Sunday. It's not for children anymore.
Because we can't eat the candy like that, but we like to party, and we'll put on a costume and go out and hang out and look and act the fool. And but kids, we ain't letting our kids out our sight. We said,
Soon as my son got turned 12, and he had 5 good tall boys with him that was 12 and older. I'm not taking you nowhere. Y'all better find a party. Y'all can't go trick or treating because after 12, my son went from 5'5" to 5'9", and all his friends follow suit. So you can't have a whole bunch of um, black boys in a group.
This is true. This is true. Go ahead, some.
Okay, I know. I was just going to say, and then not to mention, there was something just in the news where there were these 3 guys in front of somebody's house, and they were on a ring cam, and they weren't saying anything. They just had on costumes, and they were like staring in the camera and stuff. And I don't know if they were trying to break in the person's house, but it was crazy. I was like, yo, this world is too much.
They found out it was family members, so no charges was brought.
Yeah, that ain't too bright. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna sit up.
they found out it was some of their family that was pranking them.
Yeah, no,
And out
You
in
can't prank
Emporium.
people nowadays. You can't do
no.
that.
You get lead poisoning. I don't
Okay.
mean
Yeah,
Exactly.
I heard about it today. Yeah.
people
Yeah,
be
be pranking
people
people.
mess around. You mess around and catch a hot one. Miss Tangerine, how was Thanksgiving? How was Halloween when you were coming up, and how did you do with your girls?
Do Halloween much because I had Caribbean parents and they didn't really believe in Halloween. It was like American thing. So we had to kind of sneak around and do it with our friends. Like it wasn't such a thing. But my kids now, I pretty much let them do it, but I would go with them. Like I would be in the neighborhood behind them or in my car and waiting while they go to the different places. So, and now as an adult, I don't really do Halloween, period. So I don't know about you guys saying Halloween's for adults. I don't do anything.
Because there are more adult Halloween parties than there are for kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I
You
won
might be
six
right.
hundred
I
dollars
must just
one
not
year.
get invited.
You heard what he said?
No, go ahead, Dabs.
I said I
He
won
said he
$600 one year.
Ooh.
I was dressed up like my mama. I was my deer before my deer came around.
I said one Halloween
No
I
good.
dressed up as an old lady, and my sister Tiny dressed up as my nurse's aide. And of course I got teased.
But
but
that was before the Medea era.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, mine too.
I was fashion forward.
Hey, but I made money.
But I wear two costumes now, and I used to sit out in front with and give the kids the candy. I'm like, nah, not anymore.
One
But
year you was Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger, I still got my glove hand, and I got the hat and the sweater, and that's what I'm going to be this year. Every year, Freddy Krueger. Ah, I'm your DJ now, Princey. But yeah, so and that was my line. That was my line name when I was pledging my fraternity, Freddy Krueger, because they said I scared the life out of my line brothers. But so saying that, you know, um, over the years, especially in the starting in the early '90s, when we first became parents, a lot of us, things have changed. Things changed a lot because if you remember, kids were, we had in the late '70s, early '80s, we had the Atlanta child abduction. We had kids just coming up missing, coming up, and they put that on the milk cartons. They had that on the milk cartons, and so parents became more aware of what was going on, and that's why, like Miss Andrine said, she was going in and with the kids and following them. And most of us by that time, if we wasn't going to harvest festivals, we wasn't going to group events. We were with our kids, walking them and making sure that everything was okay. And now, kids don't go out anyway because some parents don't. You go to somebody's house and they give you a toothbrush, or you go to somebody's house and they give you vegetables. Like, what kid gonna want vegetables? Here's a carrot. And people ain't giving their kids sugar anymore, hardly, because they get enough in their diet. But it's like I said, and that's why I'm saying it's more of an adult thing, because adults are going to do what adults do. And I don't know if y'all remember, especially in the '70s and early '80s, kids parties turned into adult parties. I know Chocolate Pearl remembers those days. Those days. Said Apple was maybe 2 or 3, and the party started at 3. You know what? That party ain't finished at 2 in the morning, and the rest of us, the kids was asleep. The parents was partying. They were partying up a storm. And it was supposed to start out as a kids party. Now, I don't think they do that much anymore. They don't even pretend. It's just an adult party that we bring kids to and then put them to the side. But anybody got any wild Halloween stories?
I do. Do you remember? It's not Wild Halloween, but it was something that we had to watch out for. Do you remember when they used to put shaving cream, Nair, not shaving cream, but Nair on eggs,
Mm-hmm.
raw eggs, and they would be on the top of the roof waiting for people to walk by
No, it
so they
was
could
near
throw it
and
at them.
frozen eggs.
Oh yeah, frozen. They
Some
had the
had
frozen
frozen
eggs
eggs,
too.
and some had frozen eggs, and some had just the raw egg with the Nair on it. Because what happens is once it hits you, if it hits your hair fell out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they was trying to do. And I remember one year, one of the prettiest girls in our neighborhood, I forget
It's
her
12,
name right
right?
now, and she was dating one of the
All
biggest
right.
bullies
Later.
that lived on 10th Street, on 40th side of 10th Street. Um, Trying to remember what building it was, but he had that big family, but he was a bully. I forget his name. And he dated the prettiest girl, and somebody was on the roof throwing eggs, and it hit her in her hair. She had beautiful hair. Hit her in her hair, and her hair fell out. that boy looked throughout the whole neighborhood for whoever threw that and was ready to kill him. So everybody had to clear the way, and that year, not many people trick or treat because they were scared of him. So that was
I
like the
believe
only thing.
that. I
Yeah, I
believe
forget
that.
his name, but he lived on 10th Street, and he lived in that middle building.
In 4003.
Yeah, I think it was. As soon as you come around the corner in the middle part in front of the basketball court.
Yeah,
He
I
stayed
know who you talk about. I can't remember I
second
can't remember his.
floor. He lived on the second floor with a big family,
Yeah, I
but
know
I
who you
can't
talk
remember
about.
his
I just
name.
can't remember the name though.
Yeah, and he dated that pretty girl because she lived on our block, and I cannot remember her name, but she was sweet, but she was one of the prettiest girls in the neighborhood, and yeah, she had beautiful hair. I think she was I don't think she was mixed, but she had beautiful hair, and I think she was the one of the first people that we knew that actually got a perm, or excuse me, a relaxer in their hair. And when that egg hit her head and she went to wipe it down, it wiped down on her hair and it took it out. And
Mm.
he was mad. So that's my story. I will never forget that.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Have from the Queensbridge days is similar. That's what I was saying with the frozen eggs. One of my friends got hit with a frozen egg that had near on it. Luckily, it didn't hit their head or anything, but it did leave a extremely bad bruise, like to where it was knotted up it had knots in their back because she got hit with it in her back. So it
Oh.
was like somebody a grown. So mind you, me and a couple of my friends were really tiny. So imagine this bony child, 8, 9 year old child, getting hit by a frozen egg that had near on it from the 6th floor. That
Mm.
stopped me from. This is why people ask me why I don't go outside. I've had trauma from outside. I got a lot of trauma from outside. No swimming, no hiking, no bike riding. That is this trauma from my earlier years in the 80s, because y'all ones that was big kids and teenagers, y'all were terrible.
Yeah. Trust me. It was a rite of passage. I know. I remember one time I was in 8th grade and I don't know if y'all remember that leather jacket I used to always wear that probably wore out. I went to school and I had home ec, so we had the cooking class, and I had an egg in my pocket because I was going to throw it at somebody. And I told this guy's name was Anthony Uttinger. I'll never forget. And he said, "You got an egg?" I said, "Yeah. Where is it?" And I showed him my pocket, and you know what he did? He smashed that pocket. I got what I deserved. So I had to figure out how to get. I had to figure out how to got a egg out of my jacket, and that's my Halloween story. I got a couple. I got a couple of more. Says, do you have any interesting Halloween stories, Miss Kim?
Not really. The only thing I can remember as a teenager going to Georgia Southern to the area where they did ROTC and they had the haunted forest. That was a big thing when we were teenagers. And run my first time going through, not knowing what I was actually going to go through. And I was the one that always had rings, bangles, necklaces. Well, by the time I came out, I had no jewelry left. And my nephew, who could actually be my brother, we were a year apart, we were running through the haunted forest, and he was like, where's Kim? But I had done ran past him and he didn't know. So when he turned around, I remember distinctly him running into a big oak tree and bust open his nose. But
Oh
he was
man,
looking for me, but he didn't realize I was so scared. I just ran all the way past him. So yeah. Mhm.
that's
It
yeah.
was
I could
fun.
see. I could see that. Big Al, you have any Halloween stories?
No, man, y'all had some interesting Halloweens, and I'm thinking about all the eggs. You couldn't get away with freezing eggs and putting mayo on eggs and throwing them down.
Oh yeah, they used to do they used to do that. They used to egg houses, egg cars, egg people's doors.
Yeah.
You see,
We
that
would,
was all in the late 70s, early 80s. I'm the one who grew up as a teenager in the late in the early 90s to mid 90s. It was worse. And when I went to California, it was even worse because it was getting stuck up at Halloween parties, thinking that we're adults and we're having fun. It's about 150 kids, and then the gang members come in and rob everybody and stop me from going to house parties. See, trauma.
wow.
So yeah, and that was crazy because I think that was like the third year that I decided to go as a housewife from hell. The first year was the year Chocolate Pearl's youngest son was born, and I used him as a prop. And I was a housewife from hell with a baby, with a crying baby. No, so I was like, that was the easiest thing and the cheapest thing because you always got a moo and a shower cap and some red food dye and a rubber knife, and yeah, that's yeah. So I do that, and whenever I try to go out, like I try to do that with my youngest son, and he was like, "You're embarrassing me. Go back in the house." So I stayed in the house ever since. So yeah.
So were you a helicopter parent?
Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Because I don't like outside. So we gotta find you a group of good group of 5 kids that you could go around the neighborhood with and come back at by 9 o'clock. And that's it. You leave at 6, you come back at 9. And that's it. And then let me go through your candy bag and we all good. There's no problems in the house.
That's
And
what's
that's it.
up, though.
And he actually shared. He didn't mind sharing because for some reason my younger kid didn't like chocolate when he was younger. So it was like all he liked all the nasty stuff to me, like the candy corn and the peeps and stuff like that. I don't do
Yeah,
all of that.
Miss Kim
I'm
said she needed some candy corn.
mm-mm,
She was craving some candy
girl.
corn, and I looked at my
My
phone
kid's
like,
supposed to bring me some at school.
yeah. I was like, yeah.
You keep that sugar completely to yourself. I'll take the chocolate. At least it'll help with my hormones.
What did you
Okay.
say about candy corn?
They're
You said you
nasty.
wanted some.
Oh, I did the other night.
Yeah, me too.
It's like that's
You don't like
what's the
that?
nastiest Halloween candy? Let's take a quick poll.
Candy
What's the
corn.
nastiest Big Al? What's the nastiest Halloween candy?
Oh God, dog. I guess licorice for me.
Which
Can I
black
have
licorice
a
or just licorice in general?
The black,
devil? I
I
love
love
some
some
licorice,
liquid.
the
especially
black
Especially
one.
black.
black.
I can tolerate the red one, but the black one,
No,
hell
I
no.
I
love
love
black.
black.
Dabs, what about you?
Oh, dang. Uh, I don't know if that I like. I prefer red vines though over those Twizzlers.
Well, what is the worst candy for Halloween?
I don't know.
What about you? What about you,
I
Apple?
don't know.
No, Apple can't talk right now. Bean, what about you?
The candy corn, black licorice, and anything with strawberry, the little strawberry candies. I can't stand strawberries, so the little
Them
strawberry
Oh,
them
candies.
church them church
Yeah,
candies.
and then it's
oh,
crazy because you give me a butterscotch and I'm happy, but give me one of those strawberry ones and then I'm looking at you like you trying to kill me. You trying to poison? I hate you so.
Miss Andrine, what's the worst Halloween candy?
The best Halloween candy?
The worst.
worst.
Oh, the worst. I hate those like little, I think it's like Tootsie Roll type of things. Or the
Oh,
ones
Me
okay.
that
too.
look like they kind of look like little, like they're Halloween candy actually. They're like little square, little triangle shapes. I don't know the name of them. And
That's
Candy
candy
corn.
corn.
oh yeah, candy corn. I did not like candy corn. And I used to just be like, oh, Like even now, because I work at school, I always tell the kids, they always give me like peanut M&Ms and Snickers, and I usually get candy stash bags.
What about you? What
Kids
about you,
bring me
Chocolate Pearl?
Candy corn. I can't stand that stuff.
I
I
got to
got to
be
be
really
really
desperate
desperate
and
and
have
have
a
a
sweet
sweet
tooth
tooth
to
to
eat
eat
them.
them.
It's
It's
just
just
too
too
much
much
sugar.
sugar.
What about you, Miss Sum Sum?
I think I'm with everybody else. The black licorice, I used to put that to the side, the candy corn, and then they had the candies that were like no name. They were just in an orange wrapper and a black wrapper.
Yeah,
And I would
yeah.
just
Ooh, the toffees. They were toffee. Oh,
oh yeah, I just didn't they just weren't appealing to me, so I would always put them to the side.
I actually like those.
well, Miss Nikki on YouTube says that black jelly beans. Ugh. Or white jelly beans. I ain't like either one of them.
Send them to me. I will eat them
Or
with
popcorn
a
jelly
smile.
beans. And she don't like sweet tarts. My
Oh,
my worst candy besides candy corn was I don't know if y'all remember the orange candy. It looked like a half a orange, like an orange slice.
Oh, I love those babies.
Oh, those were
I like
nasty.
those. I
oh, I
like
do
them.
remember
Yeah, did
one.
it have like a
Lord.
sugar coating around it?
Peanut, the
Yeah,
little
Oh yeah.
The little
The
yeah,
the
marshmallow
yeah,
marshmallow,
peanut,
the
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 marshmallow
marshmallow
peanut
peanut.
peanut
ones now.
looking
Those
thing.
the one that was
yeah.
shaped like the
Those
peanut.
But
two.
they was
Those was
wrapped in a
gross.
little orange plastic too.
Oh gosh, those were nasty. Black licorice, black jelly beans, candy
Bazooka.
corn, and
White
Uh,
chocolate,
Who
bazooka.
said
That's
I
bazooka?
bazooka.
think it's called bazooka. The
the
bubble
gum,
yeah,
gum.
the
Gum.
bubble gum that
bazooka.
loses
Yeah,
flavor in
Bazooka
2 seconds. That's
Yes,
what Miss
yeah,
yes.
Nikki
and
That's
it
said.
right.
hurt your
Horrible.
gums. It hurt your
I
teeth
love
because you chewing
bazooka.
so
Exactly.
hard.
I
Love
love
Turn into
bazooka.
bazooka.
cement.
Any
Any
gum.
gum.
I
I
love
love
any
any
type of
type of
gum.
gum.
No. Gum. That's
Oh,
it right there for me. Gum. I can't stand gum.
I don't chew gum either.
No, can't stand that stuff.
I
I
chew it
chew it
all
all
day
day
if
if
you
you
give it
give
to
it
me.
to me.
But it's funny. It's funny
I,
though
I
Sometimes
like
I
to eat
use
it
it
because
as
as
a
a
meal.
meal.
for the most people, the biggest answer was candy corn by far, and then black licorice. But there's a I mean it seemed like you go to people's houses and they never had a good candy. They always you kind of knew what houses you didn't want to go to because you know that they was gonna have
Right?
that trash candy because it was cheap and you didn't go to people's houses. Like I said, I remember one year somebody gave me a toothbrush. I wonder if they were sending me a message. But your favorite Halloween movie? Not Halloween the movie. Your favorite Halloween movie? Mine's was the Great Pumpkin.
I was
What about you, Miss Kim?
I don't really watch Halloween movie, but it's a cartoon. The Charlie Brown
Yeah, the Great
Halloween one.
Pumpkin. It's
Yeah,
the Great
that's
Pumpkin.
mine. I love anything with Charlie Brown in it.
What about you, Miss Sum Sum?
Are we talking childhood? Or are we talking like scary movie
No, not
type of?
scary movies. Just
Oh, we keeping it PG.
yes.
Let me see. I'm trying to think of what stands out to me around Halloween. I have no idea.
What about you, Chocolate Pearl?
Okay, I had to step away. I heard something beeping. What was it?
Your favorite Halloween movie?
Oh,
Oh,
She gonna steal mine.
we just got finished watching it, and I'm the one who created it.
I have unwatched it twice.
And what about you, Dabs?
Hocus Pocus.
You like Hocus Pocus? That was a
I was
little
going to
corny to
say that
me,
too.
but
That was funny. Hocus Pocus is a hilarious movie.
Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town.
See, yeah, he's a teacher, so he knows that. Me is Hocus Pocus, and I'm sorry, Sleepy Hollow.
and Miss Andrini?
Definitely like those Nickelodeon ones for some reason. I think the ones with T and Tamara. I don't know if it's Hocus Pocus, but they have like a whole bunch of little series of them.
Queen with this.
It's Twitches. It's called
Oh,
Twitches.
Twitches. Yeah, those are the ones.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think I more watch those with my kids.
That's it.
What about you, Big Al?
The Great Pumpkin. I'm with you, brother.
But yeah, those. I mean, most of the. I mean, some people watch scary movies on Halloween. I'm not a big scary movie person because it is not. I don't like being black in America is scary enough. but yeah. I mean, I guess Miss Sum, what's your favorite horror movie?
All right, now we talking. Okay, so no, I'm just kidding. So growing up, I used to watch I love shorts. Okay, and what I mean by that is I love The Twilight Zone, I love Tales from the Crypt, I love The Hitchhiker that used to come on HBO. I like short is scary enough to hold your attention but not dragged out. So I like little like really like short stories, but they're like, oh my God, and then it's over. So I always
Okay.
love shorts.
What
Like
about Tales in the Hood? Tales from the Hood.
that is hilarious. And I Tales from the
Morning.
Crypt. And but the one movie that scared me to death as a child was Candyman.
Candyman. if that was don't keep if that was keep my name out your mouth was a movie, that would be it.
That and the Bloody Mary story. It's
Oh
basically
yeah. Oh yeah.
the male and female version of the same story. But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely going in the bathroom, flush the toilet 5 times, and yell Bloody Mary, and she was supposed to
I ain't never
appear.
heard of that. But you see, different generations, I tell you, it was the mirrors for us.
That too, stuff. But that's what I'm saying. I'm
I
like,
got I gotta
I
go
was
back
never
a
into
little
that
way.
stuff. But Tales from the Hood was just too funny. The only
I
thing I
gotta go
could
back a
see,
little way.
only thing I said, I would be like, I'd be like, the
No.
guy, one of the guys that smoke him, man, dog, smoke him. in Tales from the Hood, that was funny. And Leprechaun was
Leprechaun
funny.
was such a stupid movie. All of them, they're just stupid, like
Stupid.
really stupid. Like all the black people die. Not even first, they just die.
Except Dudley went in the Jason one. Dudley ran. He did what a black person's supposed to do: run. Go ahead, Dabs.
Yeah, I have to go back a little bit. Mine are Children of the Corn and the Hills Have Eyes.
Oh hell no! I saw that one time. I was like,
That's it right there. Those are movies.
no. What about you, Big Al?
Candyman. That's my favorite.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Miss Kim.
You know what? I'm not even a horror movie person, but there's one series that I could watch in the daytime with my lights on and a person in the house with me. That's the Insidious movies. For some
Hell
reason,
no! I can't
for
even
some
watch
reason,
that.
I could watch it in the daytime. I could watch it in the daytime, like that. And what is the movie Hellraiser? Those movies, Hellraiser, the first Hellraiser. Yeah, this is just yeah. I remember that was
Okay.
a really scary movie when I was younger.
Yeah, no, it's scary now because Pinhead give me nightmares. Go ahead, Miss Kim. I'm sorry.
You were asking about a scary movie?
Yeah.
It's in a movie called, it's an old movie, Carrie?
Oh yeah, yeah. They did a remake of that too. John
Yeah.
Travolta was in Carrie, the first one, the original one.
Yeah.
Sissy
Yeah.
Spacek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was yeah,
And what
especially
was
when
the name
they
of the movie where the girl was possessed and she walked on the ceiling.
The
The
Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Yeah.
No, isn't it the poltergeist? No, not that's
No,
the
No,
poltergeist.
Exorcist. That was the Exorcist.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah,
My
I'm
mom
afraid
took
of
us to the
dolls and closets because of poltergeist.
Yeah, my mom took us to the movie Exorcist, and she paid all that money, and my sister kept hiding her eyes. She said, "Girl, you better watch this movie."
That's that's one thing about black people. If you go, if I pay for you the movie, you gonna watch it.
Right. You better watch this movie. You better open your eyes.
Oh gosh, I like this. This is fun.
Tell mine. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, Chaka
But-
Pearl said her favorite is Nightmare on My Street.
No,
Oh,
Elm
okay.
Street.
I know. That's Will Burson.
That was the song, yeah.
Yeah, I had
Are we
to do
getting
that
into
when I was
Halloween
online.
songs
Knock on
now?
the door.
No.
Huh?
She wanted to know if we doing Halloween song.
Oh no, it was Nightmare on Elm Street. I was
Oh,
just saying.
what I mean, really, what Halloween songs are there that you can listen? Houdini had one.
Yeah, and then Will Smith, and there was another group that had one, but it didn't go. Oh, well, that was Weird Al Yankovic.
House
He
on the
did
end of the
a-
street. It-
Freaky, squeaky skeleton. I know mom.
But they used to, but it's funny though, because they had like songs in the 50s and 60s, like the Monster Mash
Yeah.
and all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. That was, some of that stuff was scary, but it really wasn't scary, if that makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense.
But yeah, they had a bunch of songs, but really it was there was one by this guy Screaming Jay Hawkins. I Put a Spell on You.
I'll put a spell on you.
Yeah.
I know them all. I just played them all last weekend. So when I DJ'd the Halloween party, I played them all last weekend.
Okay. Which one got the most traction?
I Put a Spell on You, but it's the one by Hocus Pocus, the lady person. Oh, and then Oogie Boogie.
Oh, okay.
Oogie Boogie from
The Oogie
that?
Boogie. What the hell's that?
Oogie Boogie from the movie Jack Skellington.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. There you
The
go.
Corpse Bride.
Yeah. No, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay,
Yeah, there's a lot of new Halloween songs out now.
Listen,
That's
I don't care what nobody said.
interesting.
Like I
That's
said,
interesting.
Fresh Prince, because I was a kid and with that Nightmare, his song, and then me watching Nightmare on Elm Street at the same time and listening to I did not like Will Smith's Virgin for many a year. Many a year, because I'm like, why would he bring
Yeah, Miss
Freddie
Nikki
into my
said Thriller.
dream? Thriller.
Oh, Thriller.
Yeah.
Thriller.
Now that was a popular one.
Yeah. That's always a good one.
The video was kind of scary though.
Oh, yeah.
but You remember I did
For the
a
1980s?
dance off of that?
You mean the
yeah.
short
So
movie?
did
That wasn't a
Will.
video. That was a whole
Hey.
movie.
You right.
That's true.
That's the first time somebody
Yeah.
did a little short. For sure.
The total thing was like 15
Oh
minutes.
yeah, and
When Vincent
yeah,
Price-
everybody watched that video because me, both Wills, Corky, and Caesar, we used to try to do that dance. Corky was a choreographer, and we used to try to do that dance.
Failed.
Yeah. Oh, I failed. I got 3 left feet, so yeah, I failed. I failed hard, but it's so. Those of us who have grandchildren, I know Big Al said they do trunk or treat. Have you had a chance to take any of your grandkids chocolate pearl?
I've taken the oldest grandson trick or treating twice. That was it. And but
Apple, do you plan
when
on
I
taking
took the
yours?
Her mother is a really big Halloween buff, so she usually does that. But this year we're doing something in the community because of the threat with the fentanyl poisoning inside the candy. So we
Yeah.
decided to do something in the community and have like a trunk and treat. But it's not really that. We're gonna do it at the Y, and we're just gonna give out, candy bags. So she's gonna be a part of that.
Okay. That's not bad. What about you, B?
Ever since my son grew up, I do like candy bags for the kids that I like in my neighborhood. So yeah, I only give
But I
out
mean your
about
son,
10.
your grandson.
My grandson is only 2, so his mama will deal with that same with my granddaughter. I'm pretty sure I'll probably do like I said because there's no kid, there's only one kid around me right now this year, and I really don't know her, but she is a nice kid, so I might just do a candy bag for her, and then do a candy bag for my grandson because my niece is over 13, so she don't get no candy bags no more. She could get a job.
DJ Dabs. I know you don't see your grandson a lot, but
sons. He got four.
Yeah, there's 4 of them. Yeah, I have no plans for taking just I DJ'd a couple parties. That was it.
uh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And I don't
Now,
think the
no,
rest of us have grandchildren yet.
last year,
So
him and I dressed up
Yeah.
for one of our pop-ups.
okay,
Actually,
that's what's
two of
up.
our pop-ups. We did it.
Yeah. We
We
dressed up
dressed
for
up.
2.
This year, we said we was going to dress up again, and but we had so many different ones that I wanted to do,
Right.
and I don't think we're going to do any.
Oh,
But
well, yeah, no events coming up after now.
but
That's
we were
what's
going to.
but that's what's up though. You guys are in the spirit of Halloween. If anybody's interested, Upscale Vibe Worldwide is having a Halloween party on the Thursday podcast. If you're interested, I guess um, I guess Dr. Fab is going to have a best costume contest. Of course, I won't win, but I'm going as what I usually go as, and
Freddy Krueger.
of course, or Dr. Feelgood, and DFG. But that's one of the things that if you're going anywhere, be safe. Take care of yourself. Make sure that it's a Friday night, so watch out for people drinking too much Halloween punch, and make sure that you're not eating too much candy, because we old enough to know that sugar ain't good sugar, and stay off the booger sugar.
As long
And
as it's chocolate.
I'm going to close it down
That's good.
today. I just want to appreciate everybody who's been on and doing everything. And I I can't say enough that I would be nothing without my crew, without my team, without my audience. And I want to thank everybody for putting up with me these last 4 or 5 years. I'm still trying to build the audience. So if you have a friend you want them to come on, it's a family thing. So come on, you're not a guest, you're a family. Just just take your shoes off, wipe your feet, and make sure that you leave some food for somebody else, because everybody should be able to eat. Before I go, I'm gonna start off with Bean. You got anything to close out?
My buttons. Yeah, everybody just enjoy your weekend, your Halloween. Be safe. Um, and don't forget to get your chocolate from your babies because you go outside with them. That's you walk with them too, so you deserve your trick and your treat. So y'all have a good one. And I'm back at working at night, so I'll be able to come back on. See y'all next week. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.
Thank you, Bean. Apple, I know you got a sore throat, so I don't expect you to be that long.
That's a yeah. Good night, everybody, and thank you for joining.
Chocolate Pearl. Hello, Chocolate Pearl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sitting there talking. I guess I needed to check to see if I was on mute or not. Every year I do something with my jobs, and last year I was two different things. One was a minion, no, three. One was a minion. The other one was a Dalmatian, and then with my beloved husband, I was Wilma. So this year I'm doing something with a new job and letting the rich folks vote on our costumes. So they needed us to be a maritime forest. I didn't know what the heck a maritime forest was. So, but it hit me to what I should be, and I'm doing a crane bird, and I made some feathers and some wings and stuff, and my little beak and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be trick or treating with the rich folks on Wednesday instead of Halloween. So y'all pray that I win. And thank y'all for showing up today. And like Bean said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and tell a friend. That's it. Hello.
Go ahead, Dabs. He had his hand up.
I was just gonna say real quick that I told all my kids before they can come back to school in my class on Monday, they all had to bring something with chocolate and peanut. It could be Snickers, it could be M&Ms, it could be a Butterfinger, but it had to have chocolate peanuts before you could enter my classroom.
That's what's up.
Oh, I
That's what's
like you
up.
for a reason.
Well, on that note, we're just gonna close it down, and I want to thank it. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for coming on and being a part of the show. And if you can't laugh at yourself, find somebody else to laugh at you. Y'all be good. See you guys next week, and hopefully I'll have a job. Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice.
You will.
Pray for.